Are you looking to start a business this year? Well, off the back of the video I did a few days ago about different business trends, in this video we're going to explore 5 different business ideas that I think that you can start this very year. Hey friends, if you're new here, I'm Charles, full-time Googler, part-time YouTuber, and I make videos on marketing, side hustles, business, personal finance. If that sounds like your cup of tea, something you'd find value in, do hit that subscribe button down below for more videos just like this one. So we'll break the video down into 5 different sections, which are basically the different ideas contained within these topics. So what do we have? We've got influencer, online courses, subscriptions, mobile businesses, and veganism. In the business trends video, one of the key things I talked about was influencers being perceived by brands as a more important part of their marketing strategy. So I think if there's one really good business idea that you could do is create a business idea off something that you're interested in. Maybe that's a hobby, maybe that's a skill, maybe that's some kind of financial trading or some kind of musical instrument, for example. People are really interested in basically finding out about your online personality and then also learning about new skills. YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the entire world. Create a YouTube channel, create a TikTok, create an Instagram. So why do I think being a content creator or being an influencer is a good idea? Well, I think one, there is still so much opportunity for influencers in the market. 2, as I've said, brands are taking influencers more seriously than ever. And thirdly, if I put my money where my mouth is, I am spending a lot of time becoming more of an online creator, showing the kind of things that I'm working on, showing what I'm interested in on the internet. I think if you make videos, if you start a blog, if you start a podcast on things that you're interested in, you can build a nice following, you can get really good like-minded people and having a good conversation with them. And then fundamentally, it's quite a lucrative business to start. YouTube can be used for fun and as a hobby, but loads of people use YouTube as a business too. So I think the key thing here is that there is all that business stuff that comes, keep the consistency, keep creating the content, keep providing value, and that will come. It's a year, 2-year thing, but fundamentally becoming an influencer is one of the best ideas that you could start this year. And there's multiple ways of earning money as an influencer. So brands can pay to partner with you, YouTube will pay you through ad money, you can get paid through affiliate marketing where you recommend people to go on certain links and then you get a kickback from every person who buys something from that website. There's various different ways of earning money from influencer marketing. Brands are smartening up, influencers are smartening up too. More ways are only going to come. 100% a really great business to start. Nicely connected to the first business idea about becoming an online content creator is all about creating an online course. So this is slightly different in the sense of this is predominantly focused around sharing the value or sharing a skill that is hard to get knowledge of somewhere. So that might be, for example, learning to code or learning how to play an instrument or learning how to do a Facebook marketing campaign. Specific skills that people are looking for online and are actively looking to learn stuff about, that is what you want to make a course on. And fundamentally, you want to make a course on something that you know about, something that you have an unfair advantage about. So that might be you've worked as a developer for the last 5 years for Microsoft. Perfect. You could have an online course around how to start using Python as a programming language if that's something that you use, for example. There's loads of different platforms where you could set up your online course and run it from. Obviously they're going to take a fee, but they're going to get you distribution. So places like Udemy or places like Skillshare are good places to start. Ultimately though, if you are doing an online course and you've already got a good knowledge and you already have an unfair advantage, so for example you worked at Microsoft for 10 years, really you probably already have an audience already. If not, build an audience, then create your online course. Okay, so the third business idea is all about subscriptions. So we have seen a massive rise in subscriptions throughout the past kind of few years. You can buy Office now from Microsoft, which is on a subscription. You buy Spotify's music, which is on a subscription. Many things are moving to a subscription model. So on that piece, here, a business idea for you might be to create a direct-to-consumer subscription-based product. So what do I kind of mean by that? There is so many different food and drink products in particular that are sold on the internet on a subscription on a recurring basis. Some of my favorites are Gusto, Ugly Drinks, Graze, for example, that have all created online food and drink businesses, and they send these products directly to their door. So is there something you could make at your kitchen at home? It doesn't have to be food. Could it be like a candle subscription, for example? Could it be a service-based subscription? So you pay each month for some kind of like service. Maybe you offer a service to people in your local area to walk their dogs, and you pay £100 a month, for example, and then that means the dog gets walked 3 times a week over the course of a month. That could be an idea. And of course, if you know how to program, well, the opportunities are kind of endless. So if there's tools that you use, if there's products that you use, if there's apps that you use and there's something wrong with them, or you don't like it, or there's a bug, or there's a feature missing, build your own solution to that problem. Even if it's just 1% better, if it's branded right, if it's marketed right, and it solves the problem in a really nice way, that could be a really good subscription that people would definitely sign up for. So the fourth business idea is all about creating a mobile or a remote business. So what do I kind of mean by that? Well, basically what I'm saying is that if you are a hairdresser right now and you've been put in lockdown, which means that your hairdresser and your barbers has to close, could you set up a mobile barbering company? So you go from house to house in cutting people's hair. Obviously make sure that you are in line with the local restrictions and that is okay. That could be an idea for a business. Are you a personal trainer whose gym's been shut? Can you switch to perhaps a subscription model on online classes? If you're a restaurant that's had to close your business, could you pivot, for example, to offer meals to people and sell those through online and then deliver them directly to their door in a kind of mobile, COVID secure fashion? There's a lot of demand for home-based services at the moment. So if you can figure out in your area, maybe by looking in the kind of local Facebook groups, looking on Nextdoor, looking in the local paper, what kind of problems people have, maybe what services are being advertised, and create a service in your local area that is either mobile or that is remote, where you can really help out your local community. I don't think people are going to get rid of these habits either. So if you set up a remote or a mobile nail technician, or remote barbers, or a food delivery service in your local area, I do think that a lot of customers are going to benefit from the fact that that is a mobile, that is a very convenient service for them. And so if they don't necessarily have to go to a defined place to get their food from, to get their hair cut, to get their nails done, but you can set up a service where it's mobile and you go directly to where the customer is. I think a lot of people value that convenience even after the pandemic is over. The fifth and final business idea that I think would be really good to start this year is something in the vegan category. There's so many products that people don't even realise aren't vegan, but vegans and people who are eating plant-based food are looking for more vegan-based alternative products. So, we could look at things like leather shoes, candle wax made from beeswax, look at wool jumpers. Have a look at some different categories of products that are predominantly actually animal-based. Even things like the laundry tablets that you use, or the dishwasher tablets, a lot of those actually have animal products based in. I think if you can have a look at some of those products which don't contain any kind of vegan-based product, and you can create an alternative product, very similar product, but an alternative that's vegan, and you can list that maybe on your own website or start on a place like Etsy. Etsy is a really good place for indie creatives. If you can start something like that on Etsy, start it at home, build your own little business, creating some vegan leather shoes, for example, put those on Etsy, see how they go, start selling. There's a massive opportunity here to create some more vegan and cruelty-free products. So many products out there at the moment that aren't cruelty-free or that aren't vegan. The trend in business is much more leaning towards a vegan-based lifestyle. Look at Veganuary. I'm even doing 25% Veganuary, which means I am vegan for 25% of the time in January. And this is a trend that is growing. Like, you may as well get in on the trend. You may as well start by creating a product from home that is going to replace some of those products out there that aren't vegan. Look at someone like Delicious Liella. She started being a YouTuber, creating content, being an influencer, created her own kind of vegan cookbook, and now she's got products stocked all across supermarkets in the UK. And these business ideas you could link up. So you could start off being a content creator on Instagram, taking pictures of the food that you eat. Maybe it's vegan food, maybe it isn't. You could then become an influencer where you're starting to promote other people's products or other people's food. You could then start your own subscription-based business once you have a community, share what you learn in terms of how to become an influencer and how to create a course online, create a course on that and how you created your following. and then, for example, you could launch your own vegan food range in Sainsbury's. Like, I don't think there's any kind of limit on the possibilities. The whole idea of this video is just to give you 5 kind of different areas of ideas that you could lean into and start your business. Definitely check out the business trends video, which covers some more trends in addition to the ideas that I've built on from that trends video today. Definitely have a look at that. Otherwise, let me know what kind of businesses that you're going to start this year, if you're going to start a new side hustle or a new business. And otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.